Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Three news stories. Firstly, TPLF Getachew wing is going to hold a party congress. The Bratzian wing held a party congress a few weeks ago, made some key decisions. Now it is Getachew's turn to hold a party congress. Secondly, more ENDF reinforcements are entering the Amhara region. Pictures in circulation showing long queues of buses with soldiers on board entering the Amhara region. And thirdly, northern Somalia, where Islamic State group is expanding. Its numbers have doubled in the last 1 year or so. It was said by US Africa Command's military officer. At a time when Somalia is demanding that all Ethiopian troops should leave Somalia, Islamic State group is expanding its activities in northern Somalia. Northern Somalia shares border with Ethiopia too. So what will Ethiopia do? Let's start, viewers, from Tigray. You know that in Tigray, TPLF has split into both groups claim to be true TPLF. Getachew Reda, the president, is leading one group. Debretsk Mikhail is leading the other group. The Bratzian-led TPLF group a few weeks ago held a party congress. 14th TPLF congress was held in Makale. At that conference, key decisions were made. New central committee, executive committee members were elected. New president, deputy president were elected. Getachew and those who did not attend the meeting, they were expelled from the party. And the TPLF demanded restoration of its status. It asked federal government to restore its status. It then started discussions on Wareda level, town level. Discussions still ongoing. TPLF, after this Congress, declared Getachew's government illegal, saying that Getachew administration, Getachew himself doesn't represent TPLF, so he must leave. Now it's Getachew's turn. Getachew claims, by the way, the Congress held by the Bratzian wing was not recognized by the NEBE, National Election Board of Ethiopia. In fact, NEBE warned TPLF against holding that Congress. PM Abiy tried to stop the holding of the Congress too. He talked to Debretsion. Debretsion did not listen. He went ahead with the Congress. Now, Getachew Group has announced that it is making preparations to hold 14th TPLF Congress. The 14th Congress was organized by Debretsion, and now 14th Congress is going to be organized by Getachew Reda Group. Obviously, if it is held, Getachew Group will elect central committee, executive committee members. The Congress will elect new chairman, deputy chairman too. If it happens, will NEBE, National Election Board of Ethiopia, recognize Getachew Reda led Congress? Or will it reject both Congresses? Let's see. Political turmoil in Tigray is continuing. By the way, Getachew says that he is working for restoration of TPLF status. He says that he will ensure that TPLF status is restored. The Bratzian group could not convince the NEBE to restore TPLF status. TPLF registered, so NEBE registered TPLF as a new political party. Registration was rejected by TPLF, the Bratzian wing. If somehow Getachew Group's Congress is recognized by NEBE, Getachew Group could get restoration of TPLF status too. It's a very complicated issue. I mean, the holding of Congress by Getachew won't make him eligible won't make his group eligible to be the only TPLF, because TPLF Central Committee, Executive Committee members whose names are with the NABE are mainly from the Bratzian wing. So I don't think that NABE will be able to recognize Getachew's TPLF as only genuine TPLF. It means that this political turmoil will continue. Secondly, viewers, ENDF is sending more reinforcements into the Amhara region now. Pictures are in circulation showing long queues of buses with soldiers on board entering the Amhara region. Last night, the ENDF spokesperson Colonel Gatnet and Amhara regional government spokesperson held a joint press briefing, and they announced the start of war against Fano. They said all efforts of talks had failed because of the attitude of Fano fighters. They were not interested in talks. They had closed all doors to peace. According to the two spokespersons, they blamed Fano for failure of talks. And the two spokespersons warned residents, elders, influential people in Ethiopia and Amhara to support military. In a way, they said that no one should oppose this war, no one should support Fano, otherwise government will take action. After that, definitely the movement of ENDF into Amhara was set to increase, and this is what happened. New reinforcements arriving, airports being used to by road, they are entering as well. A viewer contacted me. He said, Sajid, what can ENDF do? Is there anything different which it can do? Because it has been conducting an operation since last year against FAN. So starting of a new operation is meaningless. So what are your views? Does ENDF have anything up its sleeves to just catch FANO by surprise and just weaken FANO? I'll do a video on that, a separate video. I'll try to analyze it. I think this question should be tackled, should be answered in detail. Lastly, northern Somalia is becoming a hotbed for the expansion of Islamic State group. It was stated by General Michael Langley. General Michael Langley is an American military officer. He's part of U.S. Africa Command. U.S. Africa Command is responsible for protecting U.S. interests in the Horn of Africa, and it is involved in the military operation too in Somalia against Al-Shabaab fighters. Then Langley said that within the last 1 year, the number of Islamic State group fighters in northern Somalia doubled, more than doubled rather. Northern Somalia shares border with Ethiopia. He expressed concern that the way Islamic State group is gaining ground in northern Somalia, it could be a real threat here. That is why action should be taken. Somalia is demanding the expulsion of Ethiopian troops, while in northern Somalia, Islamic State group is expanding its presence. What will Ethiopia do? Will it leave Somalia? Will it fight there in collaboration with the regional governments? Do regional governments want Ethiopia to leave, or do they want Ethiopia to be there to support them in the fight against these religious extremist groups? Federal government of Somalia is not in a position to single-handedly fight armed groups. It obviously needs support, but it is relying on Egyptian support. Overall, since the conflict is erupting in northern Somalia, maybe close to Ethiopian border too, Ethiopian forces won't easily withdraw from northern Somalia, at least it seems. Thank you.